So in the last class, I told you how to execute commands using the application which I sent you. Okay, if anybody cannot be install this software, suppose if you are using like Mac or iPad or something, it will not support yes this software to run it. So that is what, if anybody had with this issue, you can approach me, or otherwise I'll share the link. You have to download the virtual box. So for that, I'll share the link. So through that, you can install the software which I will send to you. I think maybe Abhishek, are you
Yes,
using Mac OS?
no, ma'am. No, ma'am.
Okay. So otherwise, no problem. If anybody had issue with this, then it will help you. So I'll continue where I was stopped in the last class. So I'll again share my run my SQL command line screen. First of all, I want to tell to you that even in the theory class also, if it is practical oriented concept, then I'll just go with the this application, and I'll show you the execution as well. Because even if you know the concept, you cannot be able to even apply immediately. So that is what. Okay. If you had any issue with this also, you can inform me. Like ఏంటి ఎప్పుడు ప్రతి కాన్సెప్ట్ కూడా థియరీ కాకుండా థియరీతో పాటు ప్రాక్టికల్ గా అంటే ఇట్ ఈస్ హెల్ప్ఫుల్ టు యూ ఓన్లీ, నాట్ ఫర్ మీ. So I hope you understand. So let us yes. So what is the first step that we have to do here? Anybody remembered? What is the first step that I should give here? We have to
Connect.
Yeah, ping me at least.
Connect,
Yes.
ma'am.
So we have to give the connection. So that is what, to represent a connection, we have to enter here connect and then enter. So immediately it will ask us to enter the username. So my username for this is system. And then we should give the password. Okay, so I gave the exact details, so it got connected. Our next thing is, at first, I think in the last class I have created the table, a table with your section name and all. So let us check whether the table is existing in the database or is it removed. Okay, so for this, the syntax is select star from tab. See, all the tables that we can see here. Okay, CS11 students, some table is there. We'll just check whether the records are inserted on that or not. Select star from no rows selected. It means that we have not inserted anything into the table. What are the comments that we have executed in the last class? Do anybody have remembered? Yes, type in the chat box. Type in the chat box and send to me.
We forgot, ma'am. Can you repeat again?
Yeah, create, alter, select, good, drop. Okay, that means we haven't done like insert and drop. So that I'll show you then how to insert the records into the table and all, because we'll create one more table with rename. Very good. Thanks to the specific students, those who are giving me the replies and all. Yeah. So I'll create one more table. Create table CS11 students, new table. We'll create some new table. SID, integer, as name, varchar of 20. So table is created. So anyhow, you know about the alteration of the structure of the table and how to add the columns to the table and how to remove the column which is not needed from the table. That can be possible with the alter command using the add keyword or drop keyword. And then renaming the table name is also possible with the alter command only, but we have to specify there the keyword is rename. And yes, then I'll just show you. I think I have finished even the truncate command also. That will check later. First of all, we will insert some records into the table. So everybody note down the syntaxes, note down the command that I'm telling to you. Okay, single line of definition is enough for the command. Okay, single line of definition. And then you have to write the syntax. Here, I'm just showing you by giving the examples here. So according to this, you can even frame the syntaxes also. Okay, so definition, syntax, example, and finally you have to write the output. But in the record, you have to paste the screenshot, the table name that you have to create with your CS11 and the last 4 digit of your roll number and then followed by your name. Okay, you have to create a table with your roll number and name. So whatever the commands that I'm telling to you, you have to execute it. The same screenshots, you have to paste it on the document. Okay, while submitting the record, I'll ask you. Anyhow, we have the labs. So in that, as usual, I'll do the breakout rooms and all. So in that case also, I can easily find out the students, those who are working good. So I'll insert the records. For the insertion, look into the syntax. Insert into keyword should be there. If not, you given this into, then immediately it will scold you like into keyword is not there in your syntax. So like that, it will tell to you even. So insert into. Table name, values. So how many of the values should I give here? How many values should I give here? Yeah, 2. So U belongs to 11 section. So I'll give here Sorry. See, one row is created. I'll create one more record with the name freebies. It will, one row is again inserted. So we'll check whether the records are inserted or not. Yes, 2 records we can see here. See, note down the syntaxes while I'm executing here. If you forget a single keyword also, you are not able to execute and show me the outputs. So select star from CS11 students new. So now I will try to give more values. Let us check, will it accept or not? What it is saying? Too many values. No, at a time it's not possible. Got it? Yes. So too many values, it was showing us the error. Let us give only a single value, okay, less than the values which, see, while creating a table, I specified the 2 attributes, but I am specifying here only one of the value, okay, to insert as a new record. So we'll see what it will do. Will it accept or not? We have to check. What it will say? Not enough values. That means that we have to enter more values. Yeah. So this was about the insert command. While insertion, how many of the attributes that we have taken while creating the table, that many of the values we have to specify while inserting it or record into the table. Understand? So now, we'll execute the drop command. If I execute the drop, then it will delete the entire table. Let us check. Drop, I'm giving the new table that I have created just now and I'm executing. Okay. Table dropped. So the table, it will be deleted from the database, and also you can see this. If you are trying to execute, like select star from with this table name that we have dropped recently, let us check what it will say as table or view does not exist because we have already removed. If you want, you can also check from the syntax that select star from tab. Nowhere you can find out this because it was already removed. Understand?
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah. So now this was about the drop command. So we have finished like drop, create, select, alter, truncate. Truncate is the command which is used to delete entire records at a time. We can delete entire records at a time, but we cannot be able to enter all the records at a time. No, it was not possible. Yes. Yes, I'll show you the alter command execution then. Alter command, which is used to alter the structure of the table, right? So alter table. Wait a minute. For this, we'll just see. Okay. See this. You can see now one more command that I have used. It will not comes under this DDL or something, but DESC is nothing but description. Description. It will give us the description about the CS11 CSC. Because somebody asked me to execute the alter command, so I don't know how many of the attributes that were there because I'll not by heart anything. So to know about that, initially I have to know what the attributes that are existing in the table. So for this, you can give DESC description and then followed by the table name. So from this, we can observe that two of the attributes that were there in the CS11 CSC. So now if you want to add one more attribute, it can be possible using that means you're now altering the structure of the table. Okay, so we can do it by alter command, alter table. Here I'll give CS11 already existing table that I'm taking here. Alter table name and add see, this is the syntax for altering the structure of the table by adding one more attribute to the table like as age. So now we'll check whether it has now the three tables or not by giving DESC again. No, I'll just use this arrows. So now it is showing us again three attributes. This is for adding the attribute. Okay, if you don't want now the age attribute, student age attribute. Oh, I'll tell you. I'll tell you the difference, but before that, we will just go with even we can drop the attributes also from the table. That can be possible using drop why we are specifying here column is already we had the drop command separately. So that is what that is for a table. If we are going to delete a table, then you have to specify drop table name. If you are going to delete a column, then you have to specify like after the drop command, you have to specify the column. So table altered. Now again check. No. CS11, CSC. Yeah, it was removed. So now, got it 59. Is your doubt clear? Okay. So next one, somebody asked me like, what is the difference between drop and truncated? Good question. See, drop command is used to entirely delete. Okay, if you type this drop even for removing the entire column, then you have to specify drop column name. Entire that structure which will be deleted. Okay, but we will use this. If we use the truncated, then it helps us to directly remove whatever you have inserted the records. If you have mistakenly entered some B12s student records in the structure of the CS11 students. Then one by one, what is the use of deleting? Okay, you can delete if all of the records are useless. Then you can delete at a time. That can be possible using the truncate command. Truncate command ante entante amma anni records ఒకేసారి delete అయిపోతాయి. But if you go with the drop command, okay, that drop means it will delete the entire information about the table. Entire records delete chesestadi, structure delete chesestadi, mottham anta. Understand? Or you want me to give one more example on this by showing like how to execute both the queries. Okay, then I'll insert the records into this table. I'll insert the records. Okay. Sorry. For insertion, this table keyword is not necessary. Yeah. So I have inserted, I'll insert 3 records and then I'll use both the 2 commands, truncate and drop. You can check from your side what is the difference. So now I'm executing. We'll give 3rd record also. Yeah, now we'll check how many of the records that we have entered there. Select start from CS11 CS. So 3 records are there. Suppose you want to delete all the 3 records at a time. But the structure, it should remain as it is. The table, it should remain CS11 CSC as it is with the S roll number and S name. But the records that you have entered, okay, all the records, if you want to delete all the records at a time, okay. So see, then I'll go with table truncated. Okay, it means that it should not have even a single record in that table. We have to check again. Because I have already told you that truncate command, what is its working principle? Its working principle is to delete the entire records in a table. See here, no rows are selected, but the table, see the output is saying that in that table, there were no rows, no records, that it means. If I use the drop command, entire table will be deleted, even the structure also. Table dropped. Now again, I will give the same select. I will try now whether there were any records in that table or not. What it will say? Table does not exist. That means that if you use the drop command, it will delete entirely. Along with the records, the structure of that particular thing will be get deleted. But if you use the truncate, the structure will be remain same, but the records in the table, it will be deleted. Understand? Oh, thank you. Next is, so now I have shown you insert command. Again, Oh, I think I have dropped, right? So it means that again we have to create that table. No, I'll create one more table. It's okay. Create table. CS11, CS students, new table with two values, SID integer, SName, varchar, some 20, and SH. We'll give here integer. Yeah, table created. Now we'll do insertion. Until unless if we have inserted the records, we cannot even modify the some records values. Am I right? So, yes. Yes, insert into, see, you have to note down the syntax. The syntax of this is insert into table name, values keyword, and within that, how many of the attributes that we have specified there in the creation. So that many of the values you have to enter here. But here I gave 3 attributes, so I am mentioning here the 3 values. With 1. A. See, 1 row created. 2. And create 1 more record. Three records kada. We'll just select how the records are existing in the table or not. So let's start from table name. Yeah, 3 attributes are there and with the 3 records. Okay. Now we will check. Yes. Now we'll try to modify the first record's name with 3 Ds. Okay. Suppose imagine that you have entered mistakenly 3 A's instead of 3 D's. Okay. So that can be possible using the update command. Update table name, set, we have to set the new name. So DDD, we have to see if we give like this, then it will get executed. Will it get executed? No, it's a general question. Executed or not? Tell me now. No. Why? No, good. Because we are not specified here. We didn't specify here way to update. Okay. Okay, then I'll just give here the semicolon even. Okay. What it is saying? Invalid table name. Okay. I will do like this. See, if I have not specified anything like the condition, that then this 3 days, it will be just replaced for all the records. If you want to check, you can check. See, all the names of the records that will be set with a new name, because you have not specified that for only for a single student. Okay, for the roll number 1, if you want to change, then we have to specify the condition as well. Okay, so I'll now see, I have done one more thing here, because I don't want to, I want to go back. This rollback, this is an important command. Okay, I just executed, but before that I have to give the explanation. But for my sake, for today's class, I have given here rollback. See, now we'll just do the execution of, yeah. What it will do? It will completely roll back all the works on the table. So the structure will be remain same. But whatever we have done, the operations, that will be gets deleted. So again we'll insert. Yes. So now we'll do, no. So now again, we have all the 3 records now. About that rollback, I will tell you later. Okay, at first we will learn about the modification. So update. Now I want to update the student roll number 1, which belongs to 1101. S name is with 3 days. So I'll specify here the condition where SID equal to 1101. See, for this where clause, if the SID is an integer, then no need to specify that value within the quotations. No, for varchar only, it should, we have to specify the values within the single quotations. So now I will execute here. Just check once. I have specified here the condition also. So it says that it was updated. Let us check. Is it updated? Is it was updated or not? Yes. So the update syntax is update table name, update table name. We have to put the keyword set. Because you are setting the update, and after then immediate update where you are going to modify that value and on which attribute you are doing the modification, that you have to specify, and where condition also. If you have not specified anything, okay, where condition and all, then it will be the modification, it will be applicable to all the records. At that time you can update. Understand? So this was about update. So we have done the execution for insert, update. Now we will try to, if suppose imagine that in your section 60 number of students are there, but if somebody got detained due to less attendance or with some other issues, okay, then if there was detained, then there will be no use of the existing of the record in the database. So we can delete that specific record also. That can be possible. See, this is what I'm just giving the general examples. Okay. We'll go with the execution of the command delete from table name. You have to specify Okay, where clause or okay. As age. If I specify S is equal to 19, then all the students have the same age 19. So all the records will be gets deleted. Okay. If the condition is satisfied, okay, that many records it will be get deleted. But uh, if you wanna delete something, only one record, then you have to specify that records, okay, value here where SID equal to see here I am doing. I think you have learned in the last semester OS. Last come first, sir. First come first, sir. Last come first, sir. So last లో ఏదైతే ఇన్సర్ట్ చేసామో అది మనం ఫస్ట్ డిలీట్ చేద్దాం. So one row is deleted. Let us check the output. Yes, the record will be deleted. Got it? Any doubts up to now? Which condition is used to delete a specific column name? Column name? Then you can go with the alter drop command. If you wanna delete a column, then you can go with the alter command. Then using the drop keyword, you can delete it. Got it? It is also possible. Yes, still any doubts? See, that is what all the commands purpose is same, but we have just divided some commands into under some languages, because if you want to delete that column entirely, then it can be possible using the DDL command. Again, you are redefining the structure. Indirectly, you are redefining the structure. So that will go under this DDL, and it can be possible using only with drop command, alter drop. Because alter is the only one which can use to alter the structure of the table. No, you cannot use this. Understand? Yeah. Still any doubts? So those who have done the execution parallelly with me, can you raise your hands? Can you raise the hands? Only one? Nobody have done the execution? You are asking simply, okay. 2. What about the others? See, if you will not execute anything while I'm showing you the execution, then you will face a problem, not myself. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay then. So I'll continue the class on tomorrow then, from where we have stopped. I think tomorrow we don't have class, right? Yes. Yes, we have the class from 9 to 10. So today we have covered the DDL and DML commands. Okay, so in the next class, I'll show you how to make the columns as primary keys and all. That I'll show you. Because I have already told you while giving the explanation. Na? So while we discuss ER diagrams and all. So everything I'll show you. Okay, by executing the queries. You can see the outputs and all. So thank you all. And thanks for the only specific students, those who are responding to me. Really, I'll remember your names and numbers. Thank you.